Behind Dutch Headlines, the who, why, and how of politics and media in the lowlands.
Hi, I'm Greg Shapiro. Here's what you need to know to join the Dutch conversation. This week, a blast from the past, the Rijksmuseum reopens. The Dutch cabinet singing to a new tune. And guess who's coming to dinner? Fab Vlad Putin. Hang out those rainbow flags. Our first headline, the Rijksmuseum. What's behind the headline? Well, for you kids out there, this is known as the Boarded Up Museum. It's Amsterdam's version of La Sagrada Familia, Our Lady of Perpetual Construction. Look it up. The Rijksmuseum took longer to renovate than it did to build in the first place. It's way overdue and way over budget, but still the international press says, mwah, it was worth the wait. Meanwhile, Mark Rutte's economic plan is also overdue and over budget, but he's still hoping to get rave reviews. International press, you're not teaching us the right lesson. Our next headline, uitstel is geen afstel. What's behind this headline? Well, after missing the April 1st deadline for housing and job market reforms, the Dutch cabinet will now be missing the April 30th deadline as well. What does this mean for you, the international in Nederland? Well, let's go back to Enrique from Barcelona, who works at a Dutch computer gaming company. Now, according to the current strict Dutch rules, after 3 years, Enrique would get a contract for life. That's why, after 3 years, even though they love Enrique, Dutch companies are like, we're just not ready to commit. To create more mobility in the job market, one of the top priorities of the Rutte cabinet is job market reforms, making it easier for companies to hire and fire people, so no more getting automatically laid off after 3 years, and no more having to work with the guy who's been there longer than 3 years and knows you can never get rid of me. Now, the minister responsible for job market reforms is the Labor Minister Lodewijk Asscher. He's sitting down with labor and employer unions at Polder Model Central, and he says, like the Rijksmuseum, it's going to be worth the wait. So far, however, the performance of the entire Rutte cabinet has been a lot like the hokey pokey dance. You know, you put your insurance plan in, you take your insurance plan out, you put your mortgage plan in, you take your mortgage plan out, you put your rent reform in, you get your rent reform struck down, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you flip-flop all around, and that's what it's all about. And finally, Russia's Vladimir Putin is in Amsterdam making life difficult for Dutch Foreign Minister Frans Timmermans to keep everything diplomatic. Putin is in the Netherlands to visit Queen Beatrix, and this Queen Beatrix. Putin comes accompanied by another blast of unexpectedly cold Russian-style winter weather, which is Putin's way of reminding everyone, you can have all of the rainbow flag homo protests you like, but you know you'll love my gas pipeline. That's it for this week. For more Behind Dutch Headlines, check out our podcast via the Facebook page Behind Dutch Headlines. And until next week, I'm Greg Shapiro. Thank you very Dutch.
Behind Dutch Headlines.